Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about voltage to current converter. If you go through your syllabus, there are four things mentioned like voltage to current converter with grounded load, current to voltage converter, and basics of frequency to voltage converter and voltage to frequency converter. We'll try to see one by one. Here we are going to see only the basics. Here we are going to see the detailed structural case where we are going to learn how voltage to current voltage is getting converted into current and current is getting into voltage, and what is the need of that. Okay, so here as I mentioned, particularly in the syllabus they have mentioned like voltage to current converter with grounded load. So that diagram I have drawn over here, so we'll go through that. Before that, let us try to understand why we need voltage to current converter. What is the need of the voltage to current converter and where we usually come across such devices. And remember, these are all based on op-amp. Voltage to current converter using op-amp. Okay. So here, especially in industrial applications or in industries, particularly you can say, if you have to measure many parameters in the industries. Like if you remember, we visited the industrial visits where we used to see many sensors which are meant to measure that is like density or temperature, voltage, current, or any physical parameter like humidity in hydropower plants. So if you remember, all these physical parameters whichever measured like humidity, temperature, density, whatever, they will be converted either into voltage or current, and then they will be transmitted to the location where it is required. Now say for example, coming to this thing, voltage to current converter. Say for example, in an industry you are measuring the value of a temperature, say by using a sensor. Now this temperature is recorded in terms of voltage. Now this voltage has to be transmitted via cable. This voltage, say for example, it is your sensor whose output is a voltage. Sensor is placed somewhere, say in X location. Now you have to transmit this voltage to the display in the control room, say display in the control room which is located at Y. Now what is the problem with this? Can't I transmit directly voltage and display? Yes, you can, but the problem is the voltage with distance, what happens? It will fall like this with the distance. What is the meaning of this? The voltage whichever measured at X will not be same at the Y. Either it is distorted or it is less in its value because of the drop in voltage through cable while it is moving. One more thing is because of the external noise which is going to be added into the cable. So To avoid this problem, it's better to convert from voltage, observe, from voltage in between here, or say for example here only, convert it into current. You have converted voltage into current, then transmit to the display. What is the advantage of this? If you do this, your current, this is current and this is distance. Your current will move to the display without any loss in its value, because the current will not get lost, or its value will not be changed when it is passing through cable, and it is less prone to even external noise also. So this is the thing which we are going to do. Now, conventionally, what we have learnt, what is the procedure to convert voltage to current? Okay, through a passive circuit. We call it as a passive circuit. Say for example, I am having a voltage source. V input, and I have connected a resistor R in series with this. So now you can observe, actually, ideally, the current I should flow through R with an expression V input is equal to I by R. Now, if I connect a load across this circuit where I want to measure my current, again, ideally speaking, the whatever voltage is present at the input side, the same amount of converted current should be present at the load. But practically, the expression becomes V input is equal to I divided by R plus RL. Is it not? V input is equal to I divided by R plus RL. Why? Because there is a drop of voltage in the resistance RL, that is load resistance. So your input voltage is dependent on your load resistance. So it should not be the case ideally. That means the whole voltage which is there at the input side is not converted into current, and you have recorded at load. So for that reason, we go for a circuit called as grounded load V to I converter. Can you see this circuit? Okay. See here, you can observe the circuit. There is an op-amp to whose positive terminal is connected with input supply. Negative terminal is grounded. You can say it is a non-inverting type of op-amp. There is a feedback resistance RF, R1. So it is also equal to R. This is also equal to R. This is output voltage. Now let us try to understand this circuit, how it works. Okay, this is not 2R, this is R. Okay, now see, this is the point at which positive terminal of the op-amp is connected. Let us say the voltage at this point is V1 and current flowing through this point from this side is I1. Current flowing from this point to this point from this side is I2. And the current flowing like this away, these two are into this node, and this current is out of this node, that is IL. Okay. So now if I apply KCL at this point, okay, KCL at this point, try to understand. Here I am going to solve it. This is important. Look at the diagram. if I apply KCL, what will be the equation? IL is equal to I1 plus I2. Agree? IL is equal to I1 plus I2. Now what is I1 and what is I2? Look at the equation. I1, current flowing into this node, which is nothing but this voltage minus this voltage divided by this resistance. Correct? Similarly, if you consider this current I2 is nothing but this voltage minus this voltage divided by this resistance. So if I write it in equation forms, it will be I1 is equal to V in minus V1 divided by R minus V1 divided by R. I2 is equal to V out minus V1 divided by R. This R, not this R. Okay, so it will be V out minus V1 divided by R is equal to IL. If I simplify this equation, you can see what will be my equation: V in plus V out minus 2 times V1 if I take the LCM, right? Into the, if I take on this side, into R into IL. Is it okay? Okay, now let us try to understand what is the equation or value of this V out. V out is nothing but this output voltage, right? This circuit is connected in fashion, that is non-inverting type of op-amp. In this case, for non-inverting type of op-amp, V out is given as 1 plus RF divided by R1 into V plus. What is the meaning of this V plus? V plus is nothing but voltage at this point to the positive terminal which is connected. V plus is nothing but V1, correct? So now what happens? 1 plus RF by R1 into V1, right? One more thing, observe. Here the feedback resistance you have chosen such that is equal to R. Here R1 also you have chosen which is equal to R. So your equation effectively becomes 1 plus R by R into V1, which is nothing but 2 times V1. V out is equal to 2 times V1. If you put this V out here, if you put this value here, what happens? R into IL is equal to V input plus 2 times V1 minus 2 times V1. This get cancels. So therefore load resistance IL is equal to V input divided by R. Observe the final equation of load current, not load resistance. Final equation of load current IL, which is nothing but input voltage divided by resistance R. Here there is no appearance of your load resistance RL as in case of your passive circuit. This is a active circuit where you have used a op-amp. Are you understanding? So here in the earlier this circuit, if you observe, there is a RL, your current is dependent on the resistance RL. Sorry, here, sorry, it's only small change. I is equal to V input by R and I is equal to V input by R plus RL. I have made a mistake, I am sorry. So here if you observe, this type of circuit, that is you call it as passive circuit, there is no use of op-amp, it is entirely dependent on RL. So here, not entirely, but it is dependent on RL, so therefore it is getting affected. Here if you observe the equation, load current is equal to V input divided by R. That means if you set R, you can get full current at the load from the input voltage. That is, it is directly proportional if you take a constant. So fine, I hope you have understood this. Next I will put the video of current to voltage converter. Thank you.